Hello, the Mars transits on 23rd February 2026. This is to explain its influence on Virgo ascendants based on Vedic astrology. If you are having a Janam Kundli or a birth chart created based on Vedic astrology, then this astrology analysis is for you. The Mars transits on 23rd February from your 5th house to the 6th house. When it arrives 6th house, then there is a 4-planet conjunction already there in your 6th house. These planets are North Node, Sun, Venus and Mercury. So now when the Mars joined them, then it becomes a 5-planet conjunction and it's a rare occurrence. Also to mention that the North Node was there in the 6th house since 18th May 2025 and it will be there up to 5th December 2026. It takes such a long time for North Node to completely travel across the house in a birth chart. So its influence is long term. But the planets like Sun, Mercury, Venus and Mars, all these 4 planets are the planets, usually takes about 1 to 1.5 months to complete a house in a birth chart. And therefore they influence in short run. So the 6th house of a birth chart means it represents your health issues, your enemies, and some areas related to your profession. Also some of your relatives. So when these planets arrive there, so there will be more happenings in those areas of life. That means 5 planets they are in the 6th house mean more happenings in the matters governed by 6th house during that period when they stay there in the 6th house. So normally when it comes to your health, Venus, Mercury, these 2 planets are not naturally they are not good to be in 6th house, causing various illnesses. Some illnesses related to your stomach, especially the Venus. It's regarded as a cold planet. So it's mentioned that all planets are not suitable to be placed in 6th house because 6th house resembles the stomach and the organs related to that area. So the cold planets are not allowing good food digestion according to astrology. So that's why when the Venus is there in the 6th house, it says that your food digestion won't takes place properly, or issues related to your digestive tract or the stomach likewise. So that is there. So and the Mercury also causing various illnesses and might lead to cause various illnesses and as well as the issues related to skin related issues. So there are issues that that can take place as the Mercury is in the 6th house. It is mentioned there in the astrology. So illnesses mainly from Mercury and Venus when they are in the 6th house. So Sun, Mars and even the North Node, they are good to be placed in 6th house, but the Mars is the lord of the 8th house when it comes to Virgo ascendants. So a problem is there as it represents the 8th house. Also Mars represents the 3rd house. 8th house is the worst house of any birth chart. It resembles setbacks in life and financial difficulties, various obstacles in life, sorrow, grief, and life-threatening situations, and death, also the span of life. Mostly negative issues, highly negative issues. So 8th house is the main house which resembles those issues. So the Lord of the 8th house also creating obstacles when it travels to various houses. So when it travels the 8th house, mean it causing negative issues to the 8th house. 8th house resembles your health issues and the enemy related matters mainly. So when the Mars is there, so that might create issues, various negative issues, sometimes life threatening situations, and these health issues like illnesses and like that, and accidents, and also some negative influences from enemies likewise. Also the Mars resembles your third house. As the lord of the third house also, when it is in the sixth house, so that will lead to uh, your, lead to influence your activeness, your proper functioning of your body. The negative influences. So you have to be cautious as these planets are in the, in the sixth house, because now Mars, Mercury, and Venus, all of them, they create obstacles. So it's more negative. Sun itself is good to be in the sixth house. When it comes to enemies especially, it is positive against enemies. It creates positive influence for you. Also, even for the health issues, also somewhat useful. But the negative part is more, no? That's the problem. 3 planets act negatively, while Sun and Venus, Sun and North Node act positively. Luckily, 2nd March, Venus departs. Then the things will be balanced, both positive and negative. But still, you have to be careful from life-threatening situations, as the Mars is there in the 8th house, in the 6th house, as the lord of the 8th house and 3rd house. Because Mars is the main factor, a key factor creating negative influences. They are in the 6th house. So the first planet to leave the 6th house is Venus on 2nd February, 2nd March, then followed by Sun on 15th March, and then the Mars on April, 2nd of April, and finally, at last, 11th April, the Mercury. The Mars will depart on 2nd April, and the Mercury will be departed on 11th April. These are the influences for your health and enemies. But when it comes to your profession, the planets like Sun and North Node helps you to manage your subordinates well, while Venus, Mercury, and the Mars creates obstacles. So the parallel way as they affected to health, and when it comes to their influence on your enemies. But the Jupiter is in your 10th house. 10th house resembles your profession. So Jupiter is there in the long term up to 11th, up to 2nd June 2026. But these days, up to 11th March 2026, Jupiter's influence is not so positive or not so useful, because it's in retrograded state up to 11th March. But from 11th March to 2nd June, it is in a highly positive mood. Not highly, but useful manner. Positive mood for your profession. So you will have positive influence for your profession from 11th March to 2nd June. Thereafter, Jupiter transits to your 11th house and gets exalted from 2nd June to 31st October, that will be highly useful period, especially for your income and your uh, relations with your colleagues. So your social affairs, your interaction with the society, means your interaction with your colleagues, with your friends, with your relatives, and with the outside society. So you will get more helps from those people you are associated with, and you will get more. You will get to know more useful people, and you will get their helps, and also your income will grow. Perhaps you will get increments in your salaries, or you will also, that will benefited that will be benefited possibly for your profession as well as for your income. And also Jupiter is the planet represents your 4th house and 10th house. 4th house and the 7th house. 4th house resembles your properties and your residence. Properties means the like your lands, buildings, vehicles, long-term fixed assets, and also your residence, the comfort you enjoy in your residence. All those things comes under 4th house for a good period from 11th March to 31st October for those issues, those matters. And also even for your marriage, Saturn is there. Even if you are not married and expecting to be married, Saturn disturbs that in the 7th house. But sometimes Saturn helps if you are if in your birth chart at the time of your birth, if the Saturn is placed favorably for you to make your marriage, to affect positively for your marriage. Otherwise, it will disturb for your marriage. But Jupiter is in a positive mood from 2nd June to 31st October, and it aspects the 7th house. Also, Jupiter is the lord of the 7th house, so its influence is helping you, will be favorable influence, and it will help you to get married and get more good proposals and to succeed in your marriage, because it will, especially from 2nd June to 31st October, when it is in exalted mode, its influence is highly positive for your marriage. Whether you are married or whether you are living together for a long time also, Jupiter's influence during the 2nd June to 31st October is positive, and it will overpower some of the negative influence of the Saturn there. Also, it will create positive influences. All the issues related to your marriage. And on the other hand, the South Node is there in the 12th house in the long run. That will save your money, but it will create your mental stress and sometimes mental illnesses. So you have to be cautious on such issues, because it will be there on the long run up to 5th December 2026. This astrology reading is common for all Virgo ascendants. But when you take your astrology reading based on your own birth chart, that will be more accurate and personalized than this, because it was created based on the actual positions of planets, their aspects with each other, their states at the time of your birth. It's like a screenshot of the sky at the time of your birth, when your life story was shown in the sky at that time. So to get a more accurate and personalized birth chart reading, you have to submit your birth chart to a proficient astrologer and get your birth chart reading done. The astrologer also will recommend you the remedies for the negative influences caused by the planets. Your birth chart reveals your destiny. Your destiny shows the strengths and weaknesses you brought with you to this life and the possible ways to happen things ahead in your life. But remember, this is not a fixed destiny. You are not a pre-programmed robot. You can change many of the good and bad things written in your destiny with your courage, dedication, and the wisdom. Astrology is there to provide valuable guidance. It has been doing this service over hundreds of years, so you can prepare early, plan well, overcome your weaknesses, and plan well and implement them to overcome the troubles to come ahead as shown in your destiny. And also could get the maximum use of the positive things to come ahead in your life, also as shown in your destiny, as revealed by your birth chart. That way, you can change many negative things to come ahead in your life and get the maximum use of the positive things to come ahead in your life with the help of astrology and succeed in your life. Good luck.